You didn't want to swap them?
No, mine is perfect.
Yours is wonderful. Okay.
I didn't say wonderful. I said perfect.
I said wonderful.
And I said perfect. Perfect is more than wonderful.
Do we want to do, let's see, what does it tell us to do next?
The next thing, whatever the next thing
Okay, whatever the next thing is. The next thing is arms.
Oh, yes, arms. What if he has no arms?
He might not have arms. That is a choice that you can make.
Why haven't you made it a sleigh?
Because we have to finish our snowman first.
Brown. I got the poop color out. They don't give me a lot of poop color.
You've got plenty. Worst case.
Why is yours is even more poopy? That one's a more fibrous poop.
Because this is a whole latte love color.
It's got milk in it.
It's a latte.
I understand. Latte literally means milk.
It does. All right. Do you know how to make a slip stitch or like a slip knot?
Why are you asking?
Because you know random things. All right, so now we're gonna make a chain. So you're just going to be catching the yarn and pulling it through the loop.
Should I do this?
Do you want to do it left-handed?
No. I was thinking that was, anyways, don't worry. I'll do it right-handed. Right-handed makes sense.
All right, so I undid it.
Okay.
You're gonna stick your hook through, push away, catch the yarn, pull it through the loop. You wrapped it twice.
I gotta do the tension thing.
Mm-hmm.
Try a second. All right.
It might help for you to pull down with your other fingers, the tail.
Okay. What am I doing wrong?
All right. You were holding it with these fingers, which isn't going to let it slide. So that was going to be frustrating. I'm saying to hold it with the hand that's tensioning the yarn.
Okay. Then I lost all the tension. I'm sorry. This is not normal for me. This is not going to work, is it?
Because
I'm holding
struggle. You're. So when I'm doing it, I'm not holding the yarn really far away, and then like. You see how it's like it's not letting me pull it because I'm not. So I hold it. Hold it down here.
I hold it. Okay, you're holding with the same hand as the hook.
No.
Okay.
I understand why that was confusing. I tension the yarn. So I tension my yarn. I get that set up. I don't have a lot of space between the hook and my finger.
Okay.
And then below that knot, I hold on to that tail of yarn.
Okay.
So that I can pull the needle through without having to manipulate really hard. So now I'm going to catch the yarn. So I'm going to push away and then slip the hook around that yarn. And now I'm just going to pull that through the loop.
My loop is too tight. I tightened my slip knot too much.
You did. That happens.
Hi, internet people.
They said hi back. He's an internet people.
The ghost. All right, let's try this again. That was closer. Closer. Okay. Holding it here so I have less space. Got one. One done. How many do I have to do?
6.
Okay, 1. I'm really good at this. Very efficient. A very different size knots. Okay, 6.
All right. So there's one side that looks like V's.
Okay.
And there's one side that has like this weird looking bump. We're going to work on the side with the weird looking bump.
It's a weird looking bump. Okay, this side.
So the first bump from the hook, the loop that you're working with, you're going to skip that first bump.
Okay.
And we're going to go to this second bump right here.
This one's really loose. Okay.
That's crazy.
So I should go to that bump?
Yes.
Is that what you're saying? So this one.
Yes, but you're not going to go this way. You're going to go from the bottom.
From the bottom, from the V side.
Yeah. Let me try and think of.
And this I want it like that, kind of. Right?
Yeah.
Not too tight, not too.
Yeah. You want it so that the hook can move easily throughout.
Then this is the bump side. This is the V side.
Yeah.
And I'm supposed to go through the V side.
You're not supposed to go through the V side.
That's what you told me. The hook's going to go through the hole on the V side.
I had said the hook's going to go through from the bottom up. And
okay,
that can be confusing because you can interpret the bottom as the V side, or you can I interpreted the bottom as the bottom of the bump.
Okay. So not the first bump, but the second bump. So this bump.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to get in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so now we're going to do a different kind of stitch.
Is that it? That's correct, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay.
So previously we were doing the single crochet stitch.
Okay.
We're going to essentially do half of that, and this is a slip stitch. It doesn't add height to what you're working, but it helps you get back to a certain spot, or it helps you connect things in the round. Like.
Okay.
So instead of pulling through and making 2 loops and then pulling through those 2 loops, we're going to catch the yarn and pull immediately through both. We're going to go to that next bump.
The bump after the
bump after. That's how I'm interpreting the instructions. The bump into the next bump in line and do that slip stitch again. So I don't know if it helps to
this bump.
It's, let go of this part for a second. Okay. It is.
Oh, I'm looking in the wrong place.
I can see it. Okay, it's right there.
Oh, I'm going the other way.
Yeah.
I thought you meant this way on this side.
No, I'm sorry. I wasn't clear.
So it's not this one. It's the one that's not connected at all to the bump I just did.
Yes. Because we're making the fingers. If that's helpful at all. Okay.
No, I got to do it again. Because I did not do that well. I got it through one, but not the other. So this one. Right? This one?
Sorry, it shifted, and so it's hard, and it's dark.
The one that's popped out?
Yeah, the one that's
somewhat popped out because I just went through it?
Yeah. Oh, I told you the wrong thing. I'm sorry. I was like, this doesn't look like the picture.
What do I have to do? Undo this one, what I'm doing now?
Yeah, undo that one slip stitch.
That I haven't done? Or the other one that I did? Just
the one that you haven't finished.
Okay.
So you're back to the one slip stitch and 3 chains.
Yes. So is it this one? Sorry. This one here is second?
Yes.
So the one right after that one.
So you're skipping this first one.
Yeah.
And you're going to go in this second one.
Okay.
And then you're going to do that next one also after you do this one. So the first step is to do the slip stitch.
Okay. We should have done the scarf.
I think the scarf is going to have a lot more slip stitches.
What? Maybe I need bigger yarn, smaller hands, less tight knots. Okay. Not that I can see how I'd do that because you had to tighten some of my knots because they were so loose. Okay. So now I got to do 2.
So you do that one slip stitch.
Ah, I got it in one
I
shot.
know. Good job.
Video over. Okay. And then I gotta go.
It's gonna be in that one should be easier because it's a bigger, it's less tension. So it's like that one right there. That's what I did. I don't know if that's right, but as what I
Regardless,
did.
it's gonna look better than mine.
As what I did. The fiddly bits are not my favorite part of Woobles. I think we might have one-armed snowmen.
Okay.
All right.
That was 2.
Now we're gonna do. Okay, so we're gonna go into this bump, which was the one I originally thought we were supposed to go into.
This hand is looking really weird.
They look weird. I looked at the picture. Like, they look weird, but that's the way you're supposed to look.
Okay. My snowman has an excuse. He's clearly not a human. But then, I guess no snowmen really are.
Except that one snowman on Netflix. There's a very weird Christmas movie on Netflix where a snowman comes to life and he's the love interest of this woman.
Different than Jack Frost, where the guy comes back to life, and
different.
Michael Keaton comes back to life as a snowman. Okay, wherever they are.
Do you want me to put the stitch markers on them?
I just don't see 3. I see.
Don't worry if it's not 3.
Or am I looking on the wrong side? I'm looking on the right side, right?
Yeah. So there's 1 where I would put counts. 1, 2, and then I think
3.
There's 1 right there, but your thumb's in the way, so I can't.
I thought this is the one I just went through.
Don't worry about it.
Go through it?
Yeah, go through it.
Trying to cheat. There. I cheated. Successful. My hands look special.
I mean, look at mine. It looks like a foot.
I'm guessing we did not follow the instructions correctly.
It's very possible. I forgot to grab scissors. I'll be right back.
That's okay. I might still be working on trying to get into this one. This Wooble has successfully defeated me, I think.
I think we might not do the next Wooble.
Why?
I think we might choose which Woobles we do. I peeked at what the next Wooble is.
Is it not good for beginner crotcheter?
I can show it to you.
No, that's okay right now. There. There.
All right.
I think that's right. I think that was 2.
Looks good. It looks like mine. So pull that loop really big, and you can cut the thread and then pull the loop through.
Sorry, cut the thread wherever.
Cut it. Leave a bit so you can sew it.
Okay.
And I'll just pull the loop through because we're fastening it off.
Sorry, pull it this way?
Yeah.
Just pull it all the way up?
Yep.
I'm not going to undo my stuff.
Nope, because you're only pulling 1/2 of it.
Okay. I always forget. Okay.
And so you can tighten it a little bit. And so we can either go ahead and sew this on to our Wooble, or we can make the other arm.
Let's sew it on so I have a break from...
Sounds good. I think the needle is in the box.
You sew first.
Okay. So because I'm partially lazy, I put both threads. So I put the threads over the needle.
Yep. You showed me this last time after I did.
After you successfully put the yarn through.
Yep. Because not that.
And so then makes it easier to put it on. Good enough. Oops.
Now he looks like Olaf after they shoved the carrot.
Shoved the carrot too far in his nose. All right. So I just go a couple times around. I try to hide it to make it look like it's supposed to look like this, and then I go back in. Kind of like what I did when I hit the
and
tail
then you
before.
trim it on the other side.
Yep, and then I pull on the strand and I push against the stuffy. And then it gets hidden in.
I gotta count 9. 1, 2. Right there, that looks good.
Mm-hmm. So you're being smarter than I am because I went too far through. I'm gonna hold his arm to make sure it doesn't go all the way through.
Oh no, I made a bigger hole. And then I'll go all the way through after I fold this and get it successfully through the needle again because I screwed up.
You could also use the crochet hook to pull it through.
Listen, I messed up. I get to undo this. I get to fix it. Stop trying to fix my problems. Stop woman-splaining. Because I don't have a lot of thread left.
You could also go backwards with the eye of the needle.
Did I go too close to the yarn?
I think you don't have the needle wasn't inserted too close to the arm, but the thread is too far down on the needle, so there's not room for it to go through.
Oh, it doesn't just pull through?
No, because you're putting too much pressure, and so it's...
Okay, I'll just loosen it. I can do this. I have the ability to figure this out. What?
I now have the $1 Million Man theme song.
I thought about that.
Or not theme song, but opening credits.
Yeah. Build it. All right. The first arm of my snow gran is done. You know, George Lucas should have had the idea. This would have made him even more money in merchandising of Star Wars. It looks like he works out too.
He's swole.
He's got that. Look at that
bicep bump.
And he's like, yeah. It's hard to tell. It needs a white there. See, there you go, internet. I solved it.
Look at you like an influencer. All right. Do you want to try a different way to do the slip knot?
Sure.
Okay.
Why not?
So we're going to take one end of the thread. And then we're going to cross
Why don't I take
over.
Both ends of the thread? No? Is that not useful?
Yeah, no.
Okay, one end of the thread.
Now,
cross it.
You have this loop. You see the thread that's falling down?
And just pull that.
And you're going to pull that.
And then it did that.
It did do that. You have to cross it over so that it falls over like that. I think that's what I did wrong. And then you pull that. Now it's working right.
Okay. Show me again.
So I've made a loop. The back of the thread is crossing over that first thread that I held onto. And you're going to reach through and pull.
Okay.
Did it work this time?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just have to watch neck tying videos.
Pretty much. All right. Now, I'm going to see if I can help you with
trim this because this is insanely long.
You can do that. Or you can wait till after you sew it. Don't cut it.
What?
I was going to say don't cut it that short. But it's fine. Anyway. All right. So you're going to take the yarn that's theoretically attached to the ball, but in your case attached to the longer piece of string. You're going to hook your pinky around it.
Hook my pinky around it.
You're going to wrap your pinky around once.
Wrap my pinky around once.
Then you're going to pinch it with your middle finger and your thumb.
Middle finger and my thumb.
And then you're going to push against it with your pointer finger.
I'm holding the knot too with this one.
If you can.
Okay. Sure.
And then you're going to hook the yarn this way. So it's going against it and around. And then you're going to point the hook down towards your thumb.
Wait, only once, right?
Only once.
Lost. Okay, that, right?
So you've done it like this, and so you have...
No, I haven't.
You haven't?
No.
Okay.
I've done it like that.
Okay.
You have it now.
So you're going to point the hook down.
Okay.
And you're going to push up on the loop while you pull it through. So you're going to use your hook to push
Oh, okay.
up.
Yes. Yes.
And then you're going to pull through.
Sure.
Was that easier than before?
I don't know. The tension's
The tension's
the
like
thing.
okay.
Thing.
So do you remember the next step?
I have to go to like the third one down.
Second one down.
Second one down. Oh, no wonder my hands look weird.
And so then now we're going to do a slip stitch, 2 stitches. So you skip a stitch and you do it with the second bump from the...
Yeah, but maybe I did the wrong one then. Because I don't have another stitch over here.
Let me hold it. So you're going to do it in this one right here. Do you want me to leave it in there?
Leave it in there.
Okay. Do you remember how to do the tension?
Just lots of circles. Okay.
And so now we're basically gonna do slip stitches all the way to the end. And I absolutely use like my other fingers to help push the hook through these bumps. Because working in that foundation chain, which is basically when you just do a chain, working into those stitches is always gonna be tricky no matter what. One of my arms is beefier than the other.
I'm having trouble. This doesn't look right at all. But... How many times can I fail? So many.
Do these pictures help?
I know what I'm doing. I just can't get it through the second. Pull it through the loop. The second loop. There we go.
If it makes you feel better, that's a close up of what the hands look like. And
Yeah,
so we're doing it right.
I don't think I'm doing it right. It's fine.
They're feet hands. I can sew it in if you're having trouble with it.
This arm is not quite as beefy as the other one.
It's Popeye. He just had his spinach. Oh my gosh.
I'm not even going to count this time. You don't want it too perfect. I'm giving you these tutorials. So you know, like the handcraftedness. I sell these on Etsy. It's going to matter that they're not quite perfect. That's how you know it's handcrafted. With love. If it's handcrafted without love, then it looks really good like that. That sounded terrible. That was mean. That's handcrafted with love as well. It's just handcrafted by someone who's skilled. Why did you get another needle?
I got you another hook because this one's bigger. And so it might...
I don't think I have to trim these. Well, maybe that one. Where's the scissors?
My hands are...
There's 3 in there. He is perfect.
He's an angel.
Perfect.
Like they're holding hands. All right. I would say do your foundation chain with the bigger hook at least. Because then your loops will be bigger.
Okay. Of the red.
Of the red.
Y'all saw how long it took to get 6.
You get lots of practice.
I'm going to get better at this.
All right. Tension.
No, I got to do the slip knot first. Right?
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
Don't Don't confuse me. Oh, that's the wrong way.
As long as they cross.
Yeah, but I have to pull the correct one through. Right?
Yeah.
I'm just going to pull this one and hope that it's right. It is not correct.
So you just
this one.
You want you want these to cross and make a loop. And then you want to
Okay.
You got it? Cool. All right.
I just need to forget about everything you taught me and just think about Cub Scouts. You think that was mean, but
Nope.
it's more like I'm an idiot.
I thought you learned the slip stitch, the slip knot, and Cub Scouts, and so I was assuming you knew how to do this.
I'm not trying to be mean. All right, so tension. As you cruise, you'll be done by 50 by the time I get one done. And I gotta hold. I gotta do tension here. I gotta hold it here. I gotta hold it with the middle finger because the top finger provides tension. In theory, if I can tense it.
You can also wrap it around the middle finger too if you need more tension.
19! Woo! I've doubled the amount of slip stitches I've ever done. 3. No one knows it. I did all that work. You know, what they should do is they should make the yarn out of elastic.
Why do you think they should make it out of elastic?
Because when I make them so big, like they just lets me stretch it out. I think that was 40. You'd love me to lose count. Here. With my genius ideas. 51.
All right, do you want me to count or do you just want to
No, you count. You count. Let's see how accurate I was. Oh, my thumb.
All right.
And this is mesmerizing entertainment for you.
1, 2, I can count.
By 1.
3, 4, 51.
You know, and now we do it by primes. So 1 is neither prime nor composite, so we don't count that one. Then we say 2. Wait, which one's the V side? Oh my gosh, this.
You twisted one of them. We're not redoing it.
Always criticizing me. 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 29, 31, 37, 43. Why did I only get 48? 50. 49. It'd be 49. I didn't get the prime number 51.
Give you 2 more.
Yeah, no. There's 51. I was told there were 51. She lied for me. She didn't want to see me struggle anymore. What? There weren't 51 here, were there?
I counted 51.
You were being nice to me.
No, I counted 51. I mean, you might not have counted the 2 twisted stitches because you did 1 slip stitch and then the second slip stitch, and then on the 3rd stitch you twisted it, and so I counted those 2, which might be why you got 49. But I'm like, I'm not gonna say you have to go back because the first 2, the 3rd stitch was twisted. We're not doing that.
Okay, let's go. What do we gotta do now?
All right. So you could keep going with the bigger hook if you think that'll be easier, or you can go back to the other one that we were using.
I don't know.
So go back to the other one.
Okay.
All right. So you're gonna skip that stitch right there, and then you're gonna go. We're gonna go through the V's this time because I think that might be easier for you to get work in.
So skip this first one and go to this one.
Yep.
Here.
Yep.
And go through the top.
Yep.
Here. That.
Yep.
Okay.
And now hook the yarn.
Okay, so I can need tension again because
Yep.
I didn't think I'd need it this time.
We're gonna do single crochets this time.
Which is pulling through both. Right?
You pull through the first time.
Oh no, it's oh my gosh.
So you go through your chain, you pull one loop up, then you pick up the yarn again, and you pull through both stitches.
So that's pulled through one loop.
Yep. And now you're gonna pull through both. Yep. And we're gonna do that all the way across until we run out of stitches.
And then so it won't be the one that I have a big hole in because that's the one I just went through, right?
Right.
So it's gonna be this one. There are some jobs that I don't think I was meant to have. No, that went through both. I want to only go through one. Okay. Now I go through both. Am I doing that right? That looks wrong.
No, it looks right. It's gonna be, you're gonna have a little bit more of a pull because you did the foundation chain in a larger stitch, but it's gonna make it easier for you to actually do the stitches. And then the farther you get down, the neater it's gonna look and the more normal it's gonna look. Because you only did like what, 2 stitches now?
Yeah.
It looks kind of funky until you get to like the 4th or 5th stitch.
Okay, I only have to do 50 of these, and then the scarf is done.
And then the scarf's done.
So that's 3. Almost there. And I only counted 49 that I have to do. Or 48. Which one's the one I need to go through? This one or that one? That one?
There.
Okay. It's just looking closer to the thing than it was before. My facial expressions are what everyone wants to see. What's it called when you pull through both? That's just the slip stitch.
Yeah, that's a slip stitch.
Yeah.
And so we're doing the single crochet.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying. But every so often I'm like, oh. I only have a few more left. I'm on pace to finish this year. The slip stitch. My brain wants to just be like, I'm done with the stitch. I guess it's not my problem.
So when you're pulling it through, are you pulling down on this and pulling that up on that to slide it through?
Not well. I don't know.
Because I'm wondering if you're tightening this and then it's making it too hard for you to pull this through.
That's what I'm doing. Is that helpful? And lose the tension. How did I wrap that again and I still ended up with less tension? Maybe I'm not wrapping. I think no, only one. I need to do one.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Do the slip stitch again. Do you understand how hard it was to get that stitch done? This is how I end up with extra stitches. Do you ever find yourself talking to your yarn, and yelling at it and cursing at it and going and saying, why? Why do I put myself through this?
Sometimes.
Why do you hate me so?
I frequently quote.
See, here's what happens.
Yeah.
Okay, so I did the first one.
Yeah.
Now I'm trying to pull, and that thing's up there.
Yeah, it's really tight. So I think I know what's happening.
Like I can loosen it, but
so when you're pulling the yarn through, you're not pulling it through, you're not pulling it through enough. And so you're not giving yourself the space. When you're doing it, you're pulling it through and then like immediately going back, and then you can't go through because I
can't listen. I did it. Look,
you did, but you're fighting for your life. So you want to make sure that the loop goes on to this past that tapered part, and then make sure it's loose, like it's not tight against it. You want to be able to see space.
Boring.
No, it's just been a long day. I got up at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Why did you get up at 6 in the morning?
Because I got to go and do a fun activity. But
oh my goodness!
It required.
What activity was that?
I went to Urban Craft Uprising.
Did you find anything really cool?
I did.
Why wasn't I invited?
Because I don't think you would have enjoyed it.
I always enjoy doing things with you. Do you enjoy going to baseball games with me?
Yes. I almost got you a shirt.
I am just kidding. It's okay that she does things with her friends. Infinitely enjoy it more. I would enjoy her company, but not necessarily care about.
It would have been convenient because you could have been our coffee person. There was also people that were very invested in a rat or mouse, we're not sure which, that was playing in a puddle next to our line.
I didn't flag this an activity on my fitness watch. Should have. My heart is probably going at 75 now.
Close. 63. So stressed.
No, the stress level's in the corner. It's a 50.
Oh, it's not the heart?
No, the heart is my heart rate, and that's my stress there.
Oh, then yeah, you're stressed.
So stressed. Am I boring you? Listen, this should be entertaining. Watching me struggle. It's like the entertainment we get, perverse pleasure we get watching our kids struggle in school with classes that we don't have to take anymore.
I thought you were going to compare it to the Try Guys, watching them without a recipe.
No, because I can't do that anyways. I don't get a perverse. I think it's funnier to go and say, I took physics in high school and in college, and I was doing things I did not have to learn, even in college. And I'm just like, you know what? It's okay. He'll be smarter than me at that stuff that he will never use, probably based on his current career path. I'm enjoying this so much, I've lost count. Mostly because it doesn't really matter. I just reached the end.
Mm-hmm.
But I hate to tell you, my hand is starting to hurt.
I think we're going to finish the scarf and be done for today.
Isn't that seemed like a reasonable thing anyways?
Okay. The last thing is the hat.
Oh, there's no carrot?
There's the carrot too. And then there's embroidery to like make its buttons. If you want to do buttons on yours, because yours is not a snowman.
Snowgram.
Mm-hmm.
I'm almost halfway. Yeah, anyways, I think Rivals is the game that is closest to overtaking Overwatch for me.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not available on the Switch. Or the PS4. So I have to play it by myself. Our son on the computer or something. This is going to be the finest scarf ever. Nope, it's getting there. I think the internet wants to see progress.
Okay.
So what projects are you working on now?
Well, the top I was working on the last time I just finished, so I have to wash and block that one. And I started another sweater. I think you pronounce it Ila. It's from Caitlin Hunter. And it's a color work worsted weight sweater. And I'm really excited about it.
What does worsted weight mean?
Worsted weight is the thickness of the yarn. And so it's on the thicker side. It's close to this thickness. The sweater that I'm wearing right now is a fingering weight, so it's a thinner yarn.
But knitting is clearly way easier, right? Because it won't take this long.
Technically, crochet is faster.
Imagine if I was knitting this.
I do think that some people take to different ones, types of these crafts, quicker than others.
Yeah.
I think people can take to. I took to knitting quicker.
We should be clear. I'm left-handed. That's what's the.
That's why you're struggling. So
That is it.
The next one, should we do left-handed? We'll both do it left-handed.
Realize like you should be able to just mirror all your things.
And let's see. I do have a crochet sweater that I've been trying to work on.
Oh, would you like my help on that? If you don't have time to work on it. No, I think that's a no. So that's.
I don't even know what I'm doing on that sweater. That's partly why I don't have time, because like it requires attention.
Tension is my problem, so that wouldn't be good. Is my work boring here?
Yes. Is that what you want to hear?
Am I not funny enough?
Let's see what else. I have next week I teach a making socks out of tubes class. So we have the pre-cranked sock tubes, and then I'm going to teach the class how to measure to get the right length for your sock, and to how to insert a heel and toe on those. So I have to work on I have to finish the ones I did for the last class so that I can make a new pair for the next class. What else do I have? I have a whole bunch of projects that I started and then got distracted with other things, and they're just sitting in bags, unfinished. I have this year's advent calendar that I want to do a crochet scarf with them, but I have to investigate the pattern so I can figure it out, because it's a stitch technique that I have never done before. And I have my English paper piecing books that I work on as well. Maybe next year you can do English paper piecing with me.
I would love to be able to keep up here with the conversation right now.
Well, that's okay.
But I'm just cursing at these silently, because your channel is for all audiences.
I mean, I looked at it when I posted the last video, and I do click, it's not for kids.
Very boring. No, sorry, it's very exciting. It's exciting content.
Well, I do edit this down quite a bit.
What? Why would you edit this down?
Even though the first one I did, it was around an hour long of just
watching me struggle.
Yeah.
That did not make it through. Oh no, I lost the first one too. Here. Only like 10 more to go. Woohoo! Who knows how many I did wrong?
0.
I almost did that one wrong.
But you didn't.
You know, my skills typing do not seem to transfer into crocheting. All right, let me double check. This is the one I should go through, not this one, right? Or this one?
You should go through
this one?
that one.
Okay. The one I said I don't need to go through?
Yep.
That's an extra stitch.
I almost told you to go through the other one, just cause.
Listen, I want the full experience.
I know.
It's gonna suck all the blood out of my finger.
If I thought a tensioning ring would help, I would give it to you. I'm not confident it would fit on your finger.
Telling you, an auto belay system. I had to say it this time in the video. I'm sure someone knows a system that can be used for that. Put it in the comments. Then you'll maybe see more content of me crotcheting with that. I'm sure that is the only problem I have with crotcheting. If
only this was a largely crocheting channel, I could have named it the Crotchety Crocheter.
Well, you can name me the Crotchety Crocheter at this point. I didn't know you're crotchety.
Really? I hide it so well.
Almost there. I'm almost there. I don't consider you crotchety. You consider yourself crotchety? I don't consider you crotchety. I'm crotchety. Oh, this is where I twisted it.
Just do your best there. If you don't make it into both stitches, it's okay. You could always skip one and go into the other one.
I don't know if I'm done or if I got one more.
No, you can be done. Like, I never know whether or not to go into that very, very last stitch.
It said 50, not 51. So to do 50, not 51.
Exactly, because you skipped that first one.
Okay.
All right. So you're going to cut the yarn? And this time we have to weave in the ends.
So now I'm going to do a magic trick. Look, 2 separate things. 1. See? Amazing. Now we're going to do what?
We're going to weave in the ends.
Okay.
All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this strand.
Oh, I should pull this through, right? Which
yeah.
One? I pulled this one.
I pull through. I pull the loop.
Pull that way. Pull that way.
And then that way you never accidentally pull the wrong thing.
Okay.
So I'm going to just. All right. I'm going to go underneath the stitches a couple times just to secure this. So I did that one. I went in this way, so on this one I'm going to go that way.
Why are you doing it with both ends together, just one at a time?
Because it'll be too bulky, and so it might not look as nice. And so then I go back at least one more time. And then this one, you cut it, you don't have to pull it quite so tight. And you don't want to cut it super close because then you risk cutting your stitches, but you just want to cut it like that.
Okay.
And then if you pull on the crocheting, it kind of hides it. It also can poke through the other side, but that's okay.
What do you do with the other side?
I do the same thing on the other side.
Only having one needle is it's really slowing us down.
I can grab another one.
No, it's really slowing us down. That's really what took so long here.
Yeah. I figured you just you could use a break.
I could do this all day. But it is really difficult to get the high quality craftsmanship.
So next year for Urban Craft Uprising, you could have your own booth.
Oh, and I can be offering these woobles.
And our business can be the Crotchety Crocheters.
Now it's come out a lot on the other side.
I've noticed. Come here, my little adipose. I think I made mine too chonky. I guess not.
All right, I clearly didn't see what you did. You just passed it through, right?
Yeah.
Then why? That's twice. And I already lost it.
I lost mine on the first one.
Better. That's too far. Why am I doing it so far away from it? No, I can't do that easily.
I would just unthread it.
My brain is not working.
It's been a long day. It's been a long weekend. While you finish sewing, I'm gonna skip ahead and open up day 3 of the Advent because I kind of peeked the other day because I wanted to know what was in such a small package. It's another crochet hook and a tin, so we can put the darning needle inside and the stitch markers. But it is a very cute tin.
But that's the box for February. One is for December. It's not very strong. that spot is not very tight. I'm gonna say that's enough. Look, it already came out.
Don't worry about it.
Hot glue.
Mm-hmm. That is a legitimate strategy.
Because this is not this feels like plant flammable.
Yeah, this is gonna melt if you set this on fire.
Well, if it melts, it's fine.
Let's
If it
see.
melts, that's how you end.
It's 75% cotton and 25% nylon.
75% is a little high for I think for it to melt.
But I don't know if that's what's like. I don't know which part because it's a tube.
Yeah, the core is probably polyester plastic, but like that's what you do with rope.
Yeah.
Is you just melt the end so it doesn't unwind. I'm gonna be so bad at this, but be so good at video games. Okay, this is good. This is fantastic. Woo! Amazing work. Amazing. Perfect.
Now you tie it in a sassy knot. However, in whatever style you wish.
Whatever style is.
You can do a little knot to the side so that one part of it is going to his back and one side's going to his front, like a little fancy man.
Yours is longer than mine.
No, I tied mine tight because mine barely fit around too.
Okay.
Like he's getting a little corset action.
Mine's got like a bandolier, like Chewbacca.
Yours also is stuffed with more filler than mine is. He's very cute.
What is she saying about grands in Star Wars? That they're all
they're beefcakes.
Diets. Mine's taller, see?
Just like in real life.
Exactly. Because wait, these are us?
No.
Are grands tall?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I think they were all the standard size of Kenner action figures.
Oh. I didn't have any Star Wars action figures, so I wouldn't know.
We had so many, and then our mom got tired of them and sold them all at a tag, garage, yard sale, whatever you call it. It was tag sale because it was Connecticut, but really cheap.
Yeah, including that special one that you've talked about before.
Yeah, supposedly we had several of the Luke Skywalkers with the faulty head.
Oh.
Those are
you would have been
valuable. We also had the large, the figures that were like 12 inches tall. We had like 3 of those.
Yeah.
They're not dolls though, they're action figures.
They're action figures. Your father was very adamant to me when I was younger.
Totally different action figures.
Totally not dolls.
You can totally not use them to play house. Because that's a totally different game.
Well, they're the wrong dimensions.
Well, they're different sizes. That's what they're saying. They have the 12-inch size ones that are the size of Barbies and and the original GI Joes that were that way. So like the original GI Joes weren't like little 6-inch figures. They were full
really
size.
big.
They were size of Barbies.
Barbies were like that big. Like I remember.
Well,
I remember them being.
They were the
bigger than
size of
Barbies.
dolls, like of typical dolls.
Oh.
Because they had all the joints in the GI Joes, right? And then they made them into the smaller ones.
I didn't have them. I don't know.
I didn't have GI Joes either. My neighbor had GI Joes.
Oh.
But they had, even when they were small, they had all the like the wrist joints and the elbow joints. Whereas like the Kenner Star Wars figures just had like shoulders that move and
like
legs.
Barbie.
And legs that would do this.
Could you sit with them? Like bend their knees and sit?
No.
Okay, so Barbie was cooler in that sense.
You couldn't bend the knees. The knees they were fixed.
The
but
articulated Barbies with the arms and wrists and everything that moved were way later.
But they had the holes in the feet. So then when you had the playset, like the Death Star playset and stuff, there were specific places you could stand them. Kind of like Funkos with the holes in the bottom to stand them, so you could play out your scene.
Very cool. Well, thank you for your patience with me.
No, look how amazing this is. I'm a savant.
You are a savant. But we can be done for tonight. All we need left for our snowman is
the hat.
The hat?
Mine wants hair.
But the hat's red.
Oh. What's the black for?
For his cool buttons.
Oh.
But you have to decide if you want buttons or if you want to do something else like chest hair or something, since yours is not a snowman.
I don't think Grans have hair.
I don't know. We'll find out.
All right. Goodbye. Good night.